success. Through this site, we can get the way to the success. Pura Educator is the site of YouTube channel. If you like this site, please press the subscribe button as given at the below and press notification button which looks like bell so that you can get our next videos notification. Please like, comment and subscribe and share with your friends this site. Today I will deal with the second chapter of Geography Old NCERT, how globes and the maps help us. Before this video, I have posted the introductory video and the chapter first video. Before going through this video, please go and see the earlier videos so that you can understand this video very clearly and with no problems. In the second chapter, we will see why globes and maps are useful to us, and we will see all the terms which are related to these chapters. I will deal the chapter in 3 parts. The first part will be term that you know, and the second part I will deal with the keys and the summaries, and the third part will be new terms you have learned. So let's begin the second chapter, how globes and maps help us. How globes and maps help us. We'll see the terms that you know. The first topic is globe, a model of the earth which is identical to the earth. If we see the globe, it will look as it is, as the earth look like. Then the second topic is map, a representation of the earth's surface, a part of it on the flat surface according to the scale, which means the maps will be presented on the earth's surface which will be flat and it will be on the paper. It may be that the part of the earth is shown on the map or the whole map is shown on the paper. Now we will deal with the second part of the chapter, that is keys and the summary. The first term is globe. A globe is a model of the earth. Second point is, which is advantage of the globe? It is very accurate because of the shapes and size of the continent and oceans can be shown correctly. Distance and directions of the globe are also correct. Third point is, which is disadvantage? Globes for the longer distance cannot be easily carried, but nowadays options have come, that is folding globes, which can be kept in the pocket very easily by folding it. Fourth point of the globe is the landforms, roads, railways, towns and villages, etc. cannot be shown on the globe properly. For this reason, we use maps on which we can show the landforms, roads, railways, towns and villages, etc. very easily. Maps are drawn on the flat surface. Second, it shows the earth's surface or the part of it drawn according to the scale. Difficulty in drawing maps is that it is impossible to flatten a round shape completely. As a result, the northern and the southern portions of our earth are stretched out of proportion. That means spherical shape of a earth cannot be drawn on the flat surface very easily. Therefore, some part of the northern portion and southern portions are removed proportionally. Maps are useful to us for various purposes. Prepare a map of the world or the part of it to show anything we would like to. Maps are of different types. First one is political map. Political map shows different countries, state and their boundaries. Whereas physical maps shows only physical features of the earth as mountains, lakes, rivers, ponds, etc. Note here, generally upper right hand margin of the map is shown by an arrow. Tip of the arrow is marked with N letter, means that the arrow is pointing towards the north. Arrow is called north line. The diagram of the north line is like this. The four cardinal points of the compass is when the north direction is known through north line. Other three directions can be found, such as south, east, west. These four directions are known as four cardinal points of the compass. The diagram is shown like this. Note here, in some maps, north line may not be given. For common practice, the top of the map shows the north direction, bottom shows the south direction, right hand is shown by east and left hand shows by west. But when we talk in map language, we do not represent top, bottom, right hand or left hand. We say north, south, east, west. Next term is scale. Scale is used for measuring the distances. It is present just below the map, measuring the line or the scale. Note here, on some maps the scale is not given as a line but mentioned in words. Example, 1 centimeter is equal to 1 kilometer. This means 1 centimeter on the map represents 1 kilometer on the ground. Next term will be discussed, conventional symbols. First is, it is not impossible to draw on a map the accurate shape and size of the different features such as building, well or tree. Therefore, it is represented by various symbols which makes the work easier and faster. For this, world over common agreement regarding the use of these symbols took place. Next term is sketch. Sketch is drawn roughly without any scale. Rough drawing, which is drawn without measuring the distance, is known as sketch. Next term is plan. When the accuracy is required and the accurate distance on the ground is required and the and transfer it proportionally on the drawing with the help of the scale, we use plans. That is, we have to measure the room with the accuracy. We will use plan. For example, with the help of the plan, we can measure the classroom, room, etc. with an accuracy. The comparison of the scale of the plan with the scale of the map. The plan, in plan, 1 centimeter is equal to 1 meter. That means 1 centimeter on the map will represent 1 meter on the ground, while map will represent 1 centimeter is equal to 1 kilometer. That is, 1 centimeter on the map will represent 1 kilometer on the ground. Note: a plan shows a small area on a large scale, but map shows a large area on a small scale. Plan show you details of everything. On the other hand, map shows only important features because it has to cover a large area. Advantages of the maps, sketches and the plans. Maps show a very big area, but because of the small scale show only important features, while sketch can be drawn quickly, sometimes roughly. Sometimes it shows the scale and sometimes it does not show the scale. Plan can show a small area in a greater detail because of large scale. With the help of plan, we can measure the room, any field with an accuracy. Now I will deal the third part of the chapter. New terms you have learned. First is sketch, a drawing usually made from one's imagination without measuring the accurate distance on the ground. That means it can be drawn roughly without any scale. While the second term is plan, the large scale drawing showing greater details. Plan is used where the accuracy is needed, while when we use tiles for the room, we measure inaccuracy. In such type of plan, we will use plans.